everyone. Welcome
Hmm.
back
I
to so I know it's usually done as a night thing, but I just did not feel like closing anything up because it's like a nice cool breeze right now. So
I
we're
got you.
going to
Can you hear my
okay.
air conditioner in the background?
No, I don't hear
Okay.
anytime you're like I got these noise cancellation, this, that, and the other. I don't hear anything. So you're like, I'm sorry, it's so loud. And I'm like, what is she talking about? So,
Okay, good.
yeah, you're good. So,
And so how do you have me next to you or do you have me like on top?
yeah, you told me to do it that way. So, it is
Yeah,
that
thank
way.
you.
So,
All right,
yeah.
great.
So, we're going to continue on with manifesting. And we should call this manifesting with Lisa. But,
No,
so
because I'm definitely not prepared. So,
it's okay. So, yeah, so we're back at it. And, Lisa, why don't you take over?
oh, okay, fabulous. Okay, so I was just actually listening to a YouTube video. The woman's name is Mary Kate, and I love listening to her videos. And she was just actually talking about how our brains set us up for like self-sabotage. And,
Oh.
our brains are to protect us and they're not to like really help us. So we need to kind of like override it. But instead of being in competition with our brain, it's kind of um, like when you want to try something
Okay.
and your brain is like, no, bad things are going to happen, bad things are going to happen, rather than fighting with your brain and saying, no, this is not going to happen, you kind of just have to acknowledge the emotion that you're feeling with it, that
Mm.
feeling of whatever your brain is trying to say, no, this is bad, what's going to happen. Like you kind of call it out and like you tell your brain, like, I thank you. Like, thank you for looking out for us, but this is not like life or death. We're not in danger. And we've had good things happen to us in the past. So it's going to be okay. So
Mm.
it's kind of like retraining your brain not to believe every single negative thought that we have, because that's automatically where our mind goes unless we work on like, reprogramming it. So that also has a lot to do with manifesting as well, because if you're in like a contradiction with yourself, right? So
Mm-hmm.
if I'm sitting here and like my bank account has zero and I'm like, I'm going to start manifesting, like I'm going to be a millionaire by like next week. And I'm sitting there saying, I'm a millionaire, like doing all these manifesting scripts and everything. If like my internal dialogue knows that like my bank account is zero, like I'm going to be at war with myself because it's going to be a complete conflict when one reality is this, when you want your other reality to be that. So you kind of have to meet in the middle ground, like, okay, like we're not going to be a millionaire right now, but we can start taking steps to have income coming in. You kind of have to reframe it in a way that's going to be believable for your brain and for like, so that your brain and that you are on the same page. And I just thought that that was really fascinating.
That is fascinating. I was actually so my account was overdrafted. And the funniest part was is exactly what you're saying. Don't panic. Just flip that coin upside down and be like, "Okay, we'll get through this. Let's just manifest and that was the way I was thinking about it. Um, I do stupid little things around the house, but since you said before when we started this, it was reprogramming your brain. But sometimes I don't have an off switch. So
Mm.
I will just keep going in the positive direction.
Okay.
And I feel like that also can be dangerous for somebody who stays positive because there will be red flags and you're still hitting the gas and now you've completely ran out of road and you're like whoo, catapulting into the dirt pile and you're like, oh my god, what have I done? You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I feel bad, but at the same time I don't, because I'm like, it'll be okay. Like, does that make sense?
No, but that's no, like absolutely. And she kind of talks about that we don't want to be in the mind frame of constantly thinking like we have to be positive, we have to be positive because we are human. But I think for somebody like you, like that's been your programming for a long time of
Mm-hmm.
just like, trying to see positive and it's like, it's okay, it's going to get better.
Okay.
So I think, for someone who's just starting out, it might be hard for them to be in the mind state of like, oh, everything is perfect, everything is beautiful. Oh, I have zero money. Oh, that's okay.
Right.
It's still going to be hard for them. Whereas like somebody like you, like you're programmed that way. Like that's who you have like always been like a positive person. So
Yes.
it makes sense that you would feel that way. But then, so you just said it could be dangerous at times. So can you talk about a time where it has been dangerous for you? Like you always being positive?
Okay, since I was on the topic of bank account, the one time it has been dangerous is thinking I'm okay, I'm manifesting things, is that I'm okay around people that like to take advantage of situations where, oh, well, I don't have any money and you have money. So let me just, and I'm like, no, that's not what I said. That's not where I was going with that. But at this point, I had already told myself that I was going to be all right. And I realized at that point, I had no gas in my car. Where was I going to be going? You know what I'm saying? It was the triggering of I'm manifesting a positive situation. But then I realized I'm manifesting it for me, not this person who decided to tag along. Do you see where I'm going with this? And I did get the money I was manifesting, just so you're aware.
Okay. That's
But
fabulous.
funny enough, it showed up after I brought them home.
Oh, very nice.
So there's also that thought frame, and this was some time ago, and I was just like, I thought back to that time, and I was like, damn, like this could have been so bad. No gas money, and it made me realize that just because you're manifesting something for yourself, it may not be for that other person. It may not be meant for them to enjoy that with you because we don't know that person's intentions.
No,
So
absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah.
So what a moment that was. so so yeah, it was interesting. But I have learned since I won't do that again. So
Oh, all right then. Everything's a learning curve.
it is, but I gotta put the brakes on with the learning curve. You know what I'm saying? But
How
you
so?
you teaching us that it's a science, and me being familiar with science, there are moments now where I'm like, I feel pretty comfortable. Lisa's got me feeling
Okay.
okay. Like, all engines a go. I'm going to do this. You know what I'm saying?
I love that.
So, yeah. So, with it being science, I'm familiar with it. I'm comfortable. I'm like smooth sailing
Yeah.
so far. So, yeah.
That's fabulous. I love that.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So something else that I learned also, obviously when you wake up first thing in the morning, that's when our brain is like a complete sponge. So
Okay.
that's why they say when you wake up in the morning, do not like go for your phone, do not open emails, do not start scrolling. Like use that time, like 5 to 10 minutes to do like meditation, just be there in silence, or just do something that's going to set your day up for success. Because
Okay.
if we're setting, like, it all starts in the morning. So if you're starting your day, like, rushing around and having negative thoughts, like, that's going to affect the rest of your day. But if you're starting your day, like, those first 10 minutes when you wake up and just like, on a positive note, think about like the good things that you want your day to like manifest into and just like try to refrain from having like negative thoughts. And if a negative thought does come up, just like, reframe it. But yeah, so apparently, like the first thing in the morning is the most important time of the day to help set your day up for success.
Okay.
So do like your journaling, do some affirmations, do like meditation, just do whatever is going to like help set your brain up for success. Like read a positive book, like something, for like mind, body, spirit, something to make you feel positive for your day.
Okay. So, I mean, how can you put this? Is it okay to start your day off then with being thankful? I mean,
Yeah, absolutely.
okay.
Yeah, gratitude, that's absolutely a perfect way to start your day off.
Okay. Because
Yeah.
now you got me thinking like maybe that is the better way to go through the day is you have your little group manifestations and get everyone into the into that thought process of good morning everyone. I just wanted to say I'm thankful for you all being here with us and I'm thankful for being woken up today and it's absolutely beautiful outside, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you just like triggered something also by like wanting to do that for the group. I think for people that are just starting out and that have just a negative mind frame about everything because like life just keeps on kicking you when you're down. I think that that would be a really great way for someone to start reprogramming their brain, not only to do gratitude first thing in the morning, but just notice like small things throughout the day. Like just if you're going for a walk, just take a second to like I know it's going to sound stupid, but like stop and smell the roses or the flowers, like just look around for things that like make you smile and make you happy. Like when you feel the sun on your face, like be grateful for that.
Yes.
Be grateful for like your eyes that you get to like see or
Mhm.
that you get to touch. Like there's so many things to be grateful for that even if you just start out with doing a couple of those things a day, I think that that's going to like also help people to start getting out of like that mind frame of just like damn life keeps on kicking me while I'm down. But like
Right.
when you could start appreciating like the little things in life, I think that's when you start getting more of those good things in life.
Okay.
So thank you for helping me trigger that,
Oh,
thinking
yeah.
about that.
Yes, girl. Yeah, it was just something I was thinking about. So, like I said, we filmed our first video, and then I went back to it, and I was like, let me just like soak this up, just listen to everything repetitively. And it was then at that moment that I was like, yo, this is good, because now I'm looking at it from such a level of manifesting shouldn't be difficult, but for some people it is. But the more you explain the issues on what people are having mental blocks with, or just that they're being kicked while they're down, it does take a lot out of a person.
It really does. And I
So,
think like I like when I first started like looking into manifesting, I
mhm.
found a lot of people that were just like, this is what you have to do. Just write your affirmations and just like say it 10 times a day or like whatever it was. But they never gave you like the science behind it of how it works. But then like,
Mhm.
when I came across like Joe Dispenza and Mary Kate and Emily McDonald and like so many others that actually talk about the science behind it,
Mhm.
then it actually makes sense. And it's not just like you thinking positive and like all these good things are going to come to you. It's like, no, you're like changing your brain to start noticing, oh my God, do you
Yeah.
see? I didn't even see you back there.
Yeah, he went up, he's like he wanted uppies and he went to sleep. Hey, Jub Jub. Hi.
Hi there, baby.
Hey.
Oh, do you see? I just see this thing stretching
My
behind you. I'm
bad,
like, what
I
the
forgot.
heck?
Yeah.
He was like so still there at first that I didn't even like think about it. I'm like, oh, there's something moving behind her.
Yeah, when he lays amongst his like animals, his little stuffed animals, especially the slug, like sometimes he'll put himself like bury in there, and I'll go to sit down and I hear
Oh,
ah, and I'm like whoa. So yeah,
don't be squishing him.
yeah. I try not to. It's okay. He's big bone like me. He'll be all right. But
Okay. Stupid. Oh my God.
yippee.
Okay.
So
So what
yeah.
was I saying?
So you were talking about them not explaining the science behind the whole doing the affirmations, doing this, doing that, and it's like there's no explanation of how you're getting there. So,
Yeah. And it's so cool to think about, like, if our nervous system is shot and we're trying to like manifest things, it's like it's probably not going to happen, because if your nervous system is shot, like there's no way you're going to be like thinking positive, happy thoughts when like all this negative stuff is like stored in your body.
right.
So then there's like so many different ways that you can like release that energy every day. And it's just so cool learning about like all these little small things that you can do to start like building up to start manifesting, because
Hmm.
a lot of the people, like, we don't know so many of these people's background that said, oh, look at this beautiful house that I manifested. And it's like, well, we don't really know their story. Remember, like, we had this conversation, and like, you send me like a lot of videos on like people who call these people out, that they're like renting in people's houses. So,
Yeah.
it's easy for somebody to say, like, oh, I thought about this house, I manifested it. It's like, okay, but I don't think it really works like that.
Right.
And then like you hear like these other people talk about it, and it's like, okay, that makes sense. So it is possible to manifest things, but we have to like get right within ourselves first.
Right. I love hearing real manifestation stories from real people like you and myself. I love getting the details on how they went about it, and especially the people who did it by accident, who didn't realize they were manifesting, but then they did it, and I was like, oh my god. There was,
Yeah.
for instance, there was something that I had been on about for months. And I was like, what would the outcome be? And then everything just kind of like was all over the place. And I was like, oh, Jesus. Sometimes if you even put thought out there, just thought alone, things can happen. And when I tell you, it was just so like, oh, because it wasn't anything I was asking for. It
Mm-hmm.
was, what if such and such happens like this? And it just happened. And I was like, oh my God. So then I started to feel bad that I did it. I was the reason. And then I didn't know how to take it. You know what I'm saying? Because, ugh.
Was it something that was like done to somebody else?
Um, it's right before Dan went into the hospital.
Okay.
Like, it's because, I have to make sure everything is perfect. Medication, the insurance
Mm-hmm.
is good. Like, I constantly have to be at a point of he's okay with this, this, and that.
Yes.
And I don't know, sending that energy out there or what, like in the process. I don't know how to put it. It was just the extra concern of downfall versus going up. And like, once that month happened, and I for months I was blaming myself, because I was like, yo, like, if you think about something too much, it might just happen in the opposite of where you should be going. So yeah, I was wrecked. So yeah.
Yeah, it's like,
Ugh.
now that you speak about that, like I think about that sometimes too. And they say that, and like I don't know how true it is. Like I don't even know if there's a way to like measure this, like if our thoughts can actually affect like other people and like the outcomes in their life. But I guess it can, because if we're thinking about things so much, like if we have like that heart energy like going out to them, I guess
Mhm.
it can affect them. Because like I think about like my Chloe, like I'm
Right.
always so like paranoid, and like I just always try everything to keep her safe, and I'm just like neurotic about it. And
Mhm.
then I always try to get her to like jump off the couch a certain way. And I'm like, of course, I'm like, I know like when the rug's not going to be there, she's going to want to like jump off like the other way. And
Mhm.
that's just what happened. So like, did I make that happen, or was it just like a coincidence that it happened?
Right. Right.
So like,
Yeah.
how do you know, like, like what your thoughts are versus like, it just happens to be a coincidence. It was like a 50-50 chance of that going to happen anyway.
That's a toss up there. That is a
Yeah.
toss up. I guess I feel solely responsible because I was trying to manifest at the time something else. being not present in my own manifesting something else and constantly tossing his needs into the mix, I
So it
think,
got like intertwined.
yeah, I think that's exactly what happened. And in all
Okay.
legit, like I feel like, yeah, that's what went down.
Like
So,
I know what happened to
mm,
him and I know that you can't talk about it because of certain things, but like I don't think like I wholeheartedly believe that that was not your fault. And that's a lot of pressure for you to put yourself under.
I'll tell you why I feel, because when people, okay, here's the thing. Let's just say you're trying to manifest, I don't know. Let me think of the first thing on top of my head that's a big purchase. A vehicle. And let's say you have a rich relative. And out of the blue, as you're manifesting a brand new vehicle, that rich relative reaches out to you. And you're having conversation with them and you're like, man, I haven't talked to this relative in a while. That's so cool that they reached out. Awesome. Then you find out that they something comes up and they either pass away or they're just gone out of your life. But in the meantime of just reaching out and just having genuine conversation, they decided to leave you the vehicle. And you're like, oh my God, I hadn't heard from them in years. And they chose me as the honest, you know, relative to leave the vehicle to. Like, after having conversation, I guess I would say it was something to that effect of I was trying to manifest over here and change of all the things going on right now in society and everything, and just like trying to bundle everything together, like, okay, so what are we going to do this for him, what are we going to do this for him, what are we, oh wait, I'm trying to manifest over here, wait, hold on, I got it. So you see what I'm saying? I feel like, but knock on wood, thank God, he came out better than when he went in. Let's just put it that
Mm-hmm.
way. So
Yeah.
that in itself, the recovery was absolutely like, what the? Like, okay, I'll take it, So, yeah.
Yeah, that's really interesting. I'm gonna have to like do some research into that
Yeah.
about how our thoughts with like manifesting could like
Hmm.
commingle with other things that we have going on in our life. And
Yeah.
can we really are we really affecting the outcome of the other person? Because that's like some sorcery shit right there, right?
It is, but okay. But that's how when they tell people the most, from what I was reading, and because, the science of it, I was in a Pinterest.
Sorry, I'm
Uh,
writing down.
yeah, yeah. Um, Girl, you see me always taking my notes when you're talking.
Yeah.
So I was in a conversation with a few people in the Pinterest underneath what someone was talking about. What is the strongest form of manifestation that someone learning to manifest should stay away from? And instantly I was like, anything to do with false love of someone. I was like, don't force somebody to love you because that is just catastrophic. And somebody else said they manifested themselves a husband once, and everybody was like, well, what was the outcome? And they were like, that's just it. I said once, like, I would never do it again. And I'm like, see, now when they say to you, don't manifest in a negative mind frame, or make sure your mind is clear of all other distractions, I would say women out there performing these love spell manifestations to make a man love them or whoever their love
Mhm.
interest is, I would say, yeah, that would probably be the best definition of manifesting without a like clear mind or being positive. Because that is like the worst possible, like, oh my God. Like when I hear some of the outcomes of how these women end up, and I'm like, oh my, like what would have made you think that was a good idea to start with?
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, ooh, that's scary to think about.
No, that really is scary to think about. The one book, what the hell is it called? It's somewhere in my room.
Hmm.
Oh, it's called Write It Down, Make It Happen. And she actually has a chapter about like um like, like attracting the love of your life. And she said that one of her clients, she would write like daily like letters to like her future husband. And you kind of have to be like specific when you're manifesting. Like you don't just want to say like, oh, I want somebody like handsome and rich, because it's like, okay, you can find somebody handsome and rich, but like you don't know if this person's going to like beat the hell out of you,
Right.
and you don't know if this person's going to cheat on you. So
Hmm.
like, as with like everything else, like you need to be like specific about what you want. Like you want a man that comes from a good family, that's respectful. If he has like, if you have certain values as far as faith, like you want that person to have it as well. And you have to like list all the good things that you want about that person and be very specific, versus like, I don't want somebody who's going to do this. I don't want this. I don't want that. Because, from everything that I've been reading, like the universe doesn't recognize I don't want that. It just recognizes like, oh, that's what you want. That's what I'm going to give to you. So
Right.
that's why you have to focus on like the good qualities of like what you want in somebody.
Hmm. Yeah.
So what did this, do you remember what this one woman like manifested that was like so bad?
She went after this man who, in her mind, just because he was kind to her, like, that's it, hey, how's it going? Oh, hey, girl, what's up? Like, and conversation. And she's basically explaining how it turned very obsessive abusive.
Oh.
And he was single for a reason. Like, yeah, like, dude had issues. Like,
It was like a
instantly.
narcissist or just
I would say that the
like
way she
crazy.
described him, yeah, narcissist. Like, she was in therapy for quite some time because the way he made her feel. She had to have double extra locks on her doors. She relocated. It wasn't like, how could you say? In my mind, the way I was looking into what she was saying was like she was just manifesting this guy because he was a pretty face, and she got the wrong idea. But no, like, she didn't even know the guy. Like, you can't say you know this man and you only see him at work. You see what I'm saying? Like, you don't. He's like Jim from accounting. Leave his
Yeah.
ass there, bro. Like, God dog. So, and there's tons more like horror stories. Let's not meet again type of spell casting, manifesting stories like that. I'm like, yeah, nah, leave it alone.
Yeah, seriously. Oh man.
Mm-mm. It's
That's
not like,
unfortunate.
right. It's not like manifesting a house, manifesting a car, manifesting good fortune for your friends. It's nothing like that. Like, that is all betterment manifesting. Like, you get in the car so you could get a better job. You get in
Yeah.
a apartment, condo, townhouse. You're getting a better place to live because you're like, I'm tired of living in the projects. I'm tired of living in a crappy town. Versus you're manifesting someone who did not have legit feelings for you, forcing them into your life on your time. On,
Yeah.
hell no.
Oh, that's so sad.
I don't.
But I guess we live and learn, right?
Yeah, like, I always say to myself, I'm like, oh, one day I'm gonna marry David Hasselhoff, and then I saw his ass drunk and eating that burger on the floor, and I was like, wow, that was like my childhood hero. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
Are you still going to marry John Goodman? Or no, he's too thin now.
he's thin. Nobody wants
Okay.
that. Yeah, that's
All
missed me
right.
with that. Yeah. So, just
There's
saying.
always Michael B.
No,
You're not going to
no,
yell at me for that one?
no. I'm just gonna. No. You know what? I'd be really mad because you tease me about that all the time. Don't manifest that my life. Please don't.
Oh
Please
my
don't.
God. Can you imagine if Michael B. Jordan just shows up at your door and he's like, oh my God, this is love at first sight.
I would send him your way. Like, no thanks.
Oh my
No,
God, that'd be horrible.
that would be.
How
God.
did we even like how did I even start messing? You just said like one thing one time and I'm like, oh, she has like the hots for him. And
I
now like I always mess with you about that.
Yeah, I don't even remember. I
I don't
don't even
either.
remember, but that's why I say all the time, please don't put that energy on me. Like don't do that. Like like I lost out on Fat John Goodman. I
Oh
lost
my
out
God.
on David Hasselhoff.
David Hasselhoff.
Don't put this energy on me. Please don't.
All right, I'm sorry.
No, I am
I will
not.
refrain from that.
Good movies, but I am not a fan. So, no thanks.
He just like he reminds me of my nephew so much. My nephew Damien, like
Yeah.
he looks just like Michael B. Jordan. It's crazy.
What?
Yeah.
Let me remember Michael B. Jordan's face. Oh yeah. No, no. I guess it's cool
Well,
to
he's a
grow up.
handsome guy.
Mm-mm. No, not to me. I like
Okay.
his smile. I like his smile. He's
Oh
got
yeah,
a
no, he definitely has a nice smile.
Yeah. He's got a smile that would definitely like oh swoon. But no, not my.
Yeah. Like
Mm-mm.
that's like his smile is like that's how my nephew's smile is.
Aw, heartbreaker.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
adorable. Okay. But yeah, no. Michael B can stay on that big screen, right over there, right over there.
Poor
So
Michael B. Hopefully
I'm
he's
a,
not watching this because he can be like, what's wrong with this girl? What's she have against me?
nothing. He's a great. That's like I was having a conversation yesterday about Jake Gyllenhaal. I am not a fan of Jake Gyllenhaal whatsoever. But I will sit and watch his movies all day long and be like, hey, you need to go watch this Jake Gyllenhaal movie because it is bomb diggy. Like that's me. Like I will amp his movies up, and then
Uh-huh.
somebody, and then I'll see him somewhere and I'm like, ugh, like can't stand him, do not like him. But the guy's an amazing actor, so I mean, they
It
say
really is.
yeah, he's a decent person, but he's just not on my like, wish I could meet that celebrity. So
Oh
yeah,
yeah. I mean, I think he's like handsome, but like I wouldn't care if I ever met him or not.
that's what I'm saying. Like I'm out getting my coffee and he's there. I'm not gonna go out of my way to be like, no. No, I'll be like, did you just jump me in line, bruh? Just because you're famous doesn't mean you get ahead. So, yeah, that's how I feel about it. I don't know. Let's let's keep this out of
Oh
manifesting
God.
conversation because I don't want either one, Michael B or him, showing up
All right,
like
sorry.
as
We're
I'm in
not going to
the
manifest for Aisha to meet Michael B. Jordan or Jake Gyllenhaal.
just
Sorry about that.
don't say
I'm
it.
going to get it out of my mind.
Yeah,
No
thank you.
manifesting that. All right. How
Yeah.
much time do we have left for this one? We
Uh,
have 5 minutes.
five
We could
minutes.
like, yeah.
Do we want to do like we normally do and split this video in half, or do we want to start fresh in the next video?
Um, let's let's start fresh, I guess.
Okay, so do you want to go into another manifesting topic?
Um, I mean, I think there's always things to talk about with manifesting, unless you have something else that you want to go over.
No, because I figured for our weekend shows we're doing manifestation. I think I would like to hit up on the 369 thingy and why
Okay.
it's okay to use, but it doesn't work for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
All right.
So our next video
Yay!
is going to be about 369. 369. Mm-mm-mm. Now let's just
Good
get
a
this over
second thing
with.
one more time. Okay, anyway.
Get low. Okay. All
Dum,
right.
dum,
So
dum,
we'll
dum.
wrap this up. We'll see you guys
Okay.
shortly, and we're going to be talking about 369. My Aisha is the pro on that.
Yeah, sort
See
of.
you
All
soon.
right, bye.
Bye.